uniform distribution? Guys, uniform distribution, right? Whether it's in discrete or continuous.
Discrete, sir.
Seriously, guys? What is uniform distribution? Whether we label this as part of discrete or continuous? Continuous, right? Guys, pay attention, need your focus. Okay? I just wanted to change the
Yes.
things here. Okay? So don't fall for the tricks that I'm going to play. Okay, so the uniform distribution is a class of your continuous probability distributions. Let's try to understand what do you mean by uniform. Right? If you have understood the keyword called uniform, you should be able to talk a little. Guys, uniform distribution. What do you think would happen now?
Equal distribution.
Excellent. Equally likely. The apt word that I can make use of is equally likely. When I'm trying to deal with respect to Bernoulli distribution, it need not be equally likely. So let me highlight this. Okay, it need not be equally likely, but the moment you are trying to deal with respect to your uniform distribution, it is equally likely, because since each and every outcome has a equal likely chances, then we can label that particular probability distribution as uniform distribution. Are you clear? It means the probability of getting outcomes are equally likely, and this is the basis for you to label it as a uniform distribution. Okay, but since I'm trying to talk about equally likely, I'm really concerned about the number of possible outcomes, guys. Am I really concerned about the number of possible outcomes here?
No.
It has to be only
No.
two or only three? Definitely not. So I'm not really worried about how many possible outcomes are there. So you can say a little opposite of your Bernoulli. What happens in Bernoulli? Bernoulli has to have only two outcomes, but it need not be equally likely. But when it comes to uniform distribution, it has to be equally likely, but there could be n number of possible outcomes. Make sense, guys? Sometimes when you try to relate, it might help you to register some basics with respect to a particular topic. Make sense? Able to follow? Here in case of uniform, it has to be equally likely, but there is no restriction on the number of possible outcomes. Clear? So since we are trying to deal with respect to continuous distribution, should I be concerned about PMF or PDF?
PDF.
PDF.
I need to be concerned about PDF. So since if you have to talk about the probability distribution functions, the function would be looking like 1 by b minus a. What is b minus a? So a and b are called as parameters, right? I'm going to take a simple example for you to show how can you derive or how can you identify these a and b parameters, and how can you relate this to a problem statement to solve for us. Okay, so how does the graph look like? So the graph of your uniform distribution curve looks like, can someone take a guess, guys? What happens if there are n number of possible outcomes where the probabilities are one and the same? How does the graph might look like?
Like DC line, sir. Constant.
Okay, Karna, are you from electrical department by any means?
No, sir. Within the limits A and B, sir.
Okay.
Same
How about
bars.
rest, guys?
Same size bars.
Same size bars. Okay. Any other guess, guys? DC
Line graph.
Line graph.
Rectangle.
Wow.
Rectangular one, sir, between A and B.
Karna, I should say that you should not answer. Maybe you will be getting the least priority from next session. Just kidding. Right? It is actually a rectangle, right? Because you see, when there are continuous values, will I be able to draw each bar for each one continuous value, guys? Is it possible? No, right? So the reason it would not be multiple bars, but it would be a single bar which is going to last between two parameter values, which is called as A and B. Okay. So the reason, since is the graph looking like a rectangular curve or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So the reason this is generally called as rectangular distribution. The alias name, the aka name for your uniform distribution is also called as a rectangular distribution. Okay. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me take a simple example and try to show how can I make use of, if I know that this particular distribution is following a uniform distribution, how could I make use of this formula of 1 by b minus a to solve a problem statement? Say there is an flower shop. Okay, so he's selling the number of bouquets, and historically when he look back in his sales in this particular flower shop store, at a minimum he sells 10 and at a maximum he sells 40 at any given point of time. He cannot breach 40 or he cannot sell less than 20. Okay, but say you wanted to calculate the probabilities that the sales would fall between 15 and 30. Okay, so it has been saying that it is following a uniform distribution, right? And the maximum value is 40, minimum is 10, but the calculation that we need to do is between 15 and 30. Can someone please help me? How can I solve this? What are A and B? You should be able to point at least A and B.
40 and 10.
40 and 10, excellent, right? So A and B are nothing but the parameter values which are nothing but, in this case, it is A equal to 10 and B equal to 40. But A and B are for the total distribution, isn't it? Right? For the entire value of 10 and 40, the probability is 1. But what am I interested here, guys?
15 and 30.
15 and 30. So the reason it means my 1 by B minus A is been catered for the entire 10 to 40, but my interested value is only with between 15 and 30. So the reason I need to take only a fraction of my 1 by B minus A. So 1 divided by 40 minus 10, and all I have to do is multiplied by 30 minus 15. Make sense? Clear? Guys, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Now I'm going to ask a question. Since everyone said as yes, Jilani, this is for you.
Yeah, Dhanush.
Can you please help me with this? Yes, only Jilani has to answer, as you know. Go ahead.
1 by 40 minus 10
Mhm.
into 40 minus 20.
By 40 minus 20?
Maximum is 40, right?
Okay, very good. Right. So since I have never mentioned the other limit that I want to know, but you know the maximum value for this particular store is 40. So the reason you can always take 40 minus 20 is equal to whatever the value that you get. Clear? Clear, guys? Are we able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So as a practice, right? So what is the expected value for uniform distribution curves using the A plus B by 2 and the variance of this particular experiment, which could be called as B minus A whole square divided by 2. So this is how we will be able to calculate the expected value and variance of a uniform distribution by making use of the